Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing well. This is Mohammad Badruddin back again with another lab from server-side template injection, and today's lab is going to be the lab number 2. So today's lab we have basic server-side template injection, but this time we have code context. So before going to read the agenda, this warning or disclaimer as always for you. This video and its contents are only for educational and awareness purpose, and I do not support any unethical or illegal act. That's been said, let's go and see the agenda. So this lab is vulnerable to server-side template injection due to the way it unsafely uses a tornado template. So in the previous lab, we saw eRuby basic template. So to solve the lab, review the tornado documentation to discover how to execute the arbitrary code, and then delete the morale.txt file from the Carlos home directory. And in this lab, we also have some valid credentials. So like the username is Wiener and the password is Peter. We already open up the burp suite here, and this is our application. So let's go. First of all, I'm going to my account and I'm going to log in. So before going to log in, I want to capture all the traffic on my burp suite. So I enable the burp proxy on my browser. Everything is ready. Okay, WIENER Wiener and Peter. This is the password. So we logged in successfully. Now the thing is, we need to check out. Here we have all the requests. As you can see, this is the post login request. Now the second thing is we need to go to home, and here in any blog we need to put a comment. So I just want you first to see this my account page. This is the my account page, right? Here you can see your name, your username is Wiener, and this is your email address. You can change your email address or update your email address. And here there is one more feature that you can actually change your preferred name. So if I scroll it down, you can see like once you submit a blog or a feedback, so in that feedback or blog you can just mention your first name, your complete name, or your nickname. So these three options are there. Whenever you go to test the application, just go through everything, see everything what is there and what you can do on the particular page, what are the functionality there. Okay, now go back to the home page, and here choose any blog. Let's say I choose this blog, view post. So this is the blog, and here you can see there are few comments. So the first comment is from J Bale, and as you can see, this guy maybe choose the whole name as the preferred name. So whenever he is going to put the comment or any blog, his full name is displayed here. Now let's go and we choose, we leave here a comment and we see what we looks like here. So this is a test comment, right? And just post this. So once we post, as you can see, submit, it submitted successfully back to the blog. And here you can see our full name is Peter Wiener. So go back to my account. And here, if I choose my preferred name as just my first name, submit that request and go back to home, and again go to the same blog post and just see in the comment what we did. So now here you can see there is only our first name, which is Peter, and the full name is Peter Wiener. Okay, so from where this value is coming? Maybe this application is using some kind of framework that has some template engine in the backend, and it is just going to pick the value or fetch the value and put it here, right? Which we see already in the lab that this application is using tornado template. This is web framework for Python. So let's go. First of all, we see how this tornado template looks like, how it works, and how we can weaponize that. So tornado web.org. So this is the official site for Tornado Web, Tornado framework. You can come here, and I would suggest you to just go and try to read few things, try to read few cases here. Okay, so you have an idea how that template or how that template engine works, how that framework works, how you can put the values, how you can call the values, how you can call the variables and all. Whenever you encounter a new thing, just go and read about it, go read some walkthroughs, read some blogs. So I'm going to web framework here, and inside web framework there is a section tornado.template, this section, because we are talking about templates and we will see how that template works. So go to the web framework and then tornado.template, and there is flexible output generation. So just click on it. So this is the syntax reference. Okay, because this is the Python, so we have to actually execute the command. So we will see how we can import some module or maybe something related to that. So as you can see here, if you want to import any Python module, you can import like this. Okay, so this is important here. We will keep this in mind. Go back to our lab. Okay, fine. I'm going to analyze these requests here. So this is the post request. When we make comment, I want to see this post request. Why? Because in this post request we change our preferred name. So as you can see here, this is the post request, and the endpoint is change blog post author display. So author name display, we change it. There is a parameter blog post author display, and we choose user.first underscore name, right? So if you choose from here, come back, go to my account, and here we choose first name. So once we choose first name, it is going to say user.first name, and then there is CSRF token. Fine. So now I'm going to send this request to the repeater, and go to the repeater, just send this request one more time to be sure that it's working properly. Follow redirection. Let's see where it takes us. So it takes us to the my account page. Okay, fine. And this is our username. Everything is just same. And here, as you can see, it's calling for user.firstname. And if you choose nickname, it is going to say user.nickname. And if you choose full name, it is going to say user.name. Okay. Back. Fine. So whatever we choose here, it is going to show on this page, right? On the home page, in the block, and here our name. So now in the burp suite, what I'm going to do, similarly like what we did in the SQL injection labs, we need to break the query. So similarly here, we need to break this template, this template value, okay, this variable. So with these two curly braces, we actually break this, and then we insert our new value like this. And what we enter here, let's say 4 into 4, right? And just send this. Now 302 found, that means it gets redirected, And now we are going back to here and just refresh this page, and let's see what we get. And as you can see here, our name gets changed, and now our name is Peter 16. So this 16 is actually the calculation or calculated value of 4 multiplied by 4, right? Similarly, if we put here let's say 10 multiply by 10, so it should give us 100, right? Send this, come back here, refresh the page, and Peter 100 is our name. We can test one more thing. If we do not break it and just put this value, just this, to test it. So let's see how it works. Come here, refresh the page, and as you can see, now it's saying no handler could be found for logger tornado.application. So this is again very good sign and very good information actually, and this is information disclosure vulnerability, because it's disclosing this information that the backend application is actually using Tornado. Sometimes you have to deliberately make the application to throw errors, and within those errors you have to find out some important information about the web framework or website or web application. And also you can see here user local lib Python 2.7, and Python 2.7 is now depreciated, so this application is in big trouble. Fine. Okay, so our purpose now here is, again it is going to give, because here we broke the syntax. So like this, we actually close this out, and then we start new expression here from here. Okay, so that means it works perfectly, and we tested that the application is vulnerable to server-side template injection. Now we just need to create a payload so that we can execute some arbitrary command here. And what we see during the error, that the application is using Tornado template, and most importantly it's using Python 2.7. so let's see, and what we see here, how Tornado works. Like, let's take this, copy, come back here, paste that. Okay, now import, let's say here OS. Okay, and let's try here some system command. Let's execute some system command like os.system. If you know Python, it is very easy for you to understand, but if you don't know Python, so I'm gonna tell you that in Python there are different modules and functions. Those are used for a specific purpose, and here our purpose is to execute the system command. So for this we actually imported a module, that is OS module, and within OS module there is a method which is system, and within system whatever we want to execute we will put it here. So let's say I want to see id command result. Okay, so we will write it like this. So once this piece of code, this piece of Python code executed, it is going to import this module, OS module, and within OS module it is going to use system method, and with this system method it is going to execute id command, like I can show you here. Okay, so if I say id, so this is the id command result, right? And if you want to execute it in Python 3, so this is the way. Fine, so let's go, and without wasting time, just copy that, come here and our code, and make sure these two curly braces, closing curly braces must be there. Now what you need to do here is Control U to URL encode it and send this. Okay, now 302 found. Go back to browser, go back to application, just refresh this page, and as you can see what we found here, this is the command result. What we saw here, this is the id command and this is the output of id command. Similarly here, my UID is 12,002 and the username is Carlos. Group ID is 12,002, its name is Carlos, and here our user Peter. So that means we can successfully execute commands. Let's go and we execute few more commands. Suppose I'm going to say, who am I? Okay, which user I am? Who am I? Okay, send this. Come back here, just refresh the page, and we are Carlos. Now our purpose here is to delete this morel.txt file within the Carlos home directory. So this file exists in the Carlos home directory. Okay, so let's go here. Instead of who am I, we are going to remove rm space hyphen rf and remove what? Inside home there is Carlos home directory, and here we have morel.txt. Did I write morel.txt? Okay, fine. Now we just need to URL encode it. So Control U. You can also URL encode by right clicking on this and convert section in the URL encode key characters. Okay, so that's done. Send this request, go back to the browser, refresh this page, and our lab is solved. And here, as you can see, there is no change here. Why? Because this command will not give you any output, because it is just going to delete this file. So delete the file. It will not give you any output. So here we did not see anything extra, but if you go up, you can see we have solved the lab. So thank you very much for watching. If you like the channel, if you like the content, like, subscribe and share. See you in the next video. Bye.